Good morning, good folk. I am stuck in Manayunk, which is next to Conshohocken. It's road trip time, but I haven't gotten very far. What? No outlet? Where am I going to plug in my curling iron? Metaphorically speaking, of course. We're headed back to Lancaster County today to do some antique shopping and some thrifting. Once I get past the Conshohocken curve, I'll see you when we get there. No place to plug in my curling iron. No outlet. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Terrible. I think it's terrible. Okay, I'm in the back of a thrift shop, all the way in the back of it, and obviously I'm in the hardware department. Now, I'm not going to bore you with this, but I could spend an hour literally picking through all of this stuff. Look at this sprinkler, at this old garden sprinkler. Do you see that? Yeah, of course you see it. I'm holding it up right in front of the camera. No, but oh my word. All right, hold on. I'm going to turn around and let you see. There's no music playing, but there is an AM radio up front with a sermon going on. So, you know, I'm just telling you, or you're going to hear a little preaching in the background maybe. I am in Lancaster County. See, I said Lancaster, not Lancaster. I mean, I say Lancaster, but the locals say Lancaster, something like that. Okay, so anyway, there it is. All this vintage clothing and everything. This is a big place. Big, 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 big. $5. I wish there were a pair of these. That 1930s shade for a ceiling lamp. How much is that? That's $10. Let's see if it's don't see anything. I was wondering if it was Czechoslovakian. Look at that. Okay, that says follow signs for used to be thrift store. What does that mean? It's not a thrift store anymore? Okay. Wow. Where should I even? Well, you know I'm going to go right to the Victrola. It's in bad shape. As is $150, it says overwound. Oh my gosh, look at that baby standing up. No, you know, technically you can't overwind a phonograph or a Victrola. In other words, it's not like, well, you can only crank it 20 times, and if you crank it 21 times, then you've overcranked it. It's the same thing with like an antique clock. You don't really overwind it. You stop winding when it feels tight. You just, you know, when you get, not resistance, but when it's good and tight. And if you keep winding, I mean, if you actually took the crank and yanked it and forcibly wound it, and not that anybody would want to do that, but if a person did that, then that is kind of overwinding. I don't think I'm explaining it right. What is this egg cooker thing? $14. It's dark in here. It's some kind of a sterilizer. It looks old. But you know, those of you who have ever cranked an old clock, you know what I mean. There's not a prescribed number of cranks. You just crank it until it feels nice and tight, and then you quit. Let's see, I'm not going to touch that. That is plastic, and I know it. Okay. Is it dark back here? I think it's probably dark for you. It's kind of dark for me, so I know it's dark for you. All right, let's move to somewhere where there's a little bit more light. Poor thing up there on the wall. But maybe it provided meat for a family. I hope so. Whenever it gave up its life years ago. All right. Look at these wonderful late Victorian chairs. It's $300 for the pair. It appears as though they were probably reupholstered sometime in the 1930s. That's a typical, that's not a Victorian upholstery there, but that's a 1930s, 40s upholstery. But my gosh, they did a good job. But if you look down, you can see that it's a Victorian style chair down here in walnut. Boy, that's a good upholstery job on those two. I'd pay $300 for the pair of those if I needed them. Do I need another chair?
But for 1 year, I'm saying to myself, you are needing one more chair.
You guys can answer that question. Of course I do. Look at the kitties on the back of the potty. Wow, look at this. Look at this old, sort of like a camp chair kind of a thing here. That might fold. That looks like that folds up. That's like one of those Civil War era sort of, you know, going to camp meeting chairs. Watch me climb back here and not get out. And look at the old fringe on the arms. You can't see it. Look at that. That is old, folks. Yeah, this does this. Yeah, see down here? It folds up. There's a commode. You know, that's for the fancy people to do their business in. Ooh, there's like an Art Deco sled over there. I've got to get to that. See, I've got myself penned in here. This is beautiful too. Look at the mahogany, the flame mahogany veneer. You can't see it, it's too dark. Oh my goodness, I wish you could see it. I'm glad I'm skinny. I can get in and out of here. Yeah, that's just got a broken spring on it. Look at the little smoking stand for 18 bucks. Oh, I was trying to get to this sled. Sort of Art Deco. It's got that rounded front. Oh yeah. And this is not stainless steel. It's all rusted now. What am I trying to say? This was chrome plated. This was hot when it was new. What's it called? It's called Sky Plane. Yeah, that's definitely a 1930s era. I don't know how much it is. It'd be fun to clean it up, and there you can see it better. Put it on the front porch at Christmas time, at winter time as a decoration. And I don't have a front porch, but I had a sled when I was little. We had ice skates and all that kind of thing. Let's see what this is. Not much. All right, where am I going now? I think I saw a staircase around here somewhere. Here it is. Okay. Used to be thrift store. I guess it's not a thrift store anymore, so we're going to find out what it is. I'll be back. Just look at all of this stuff. That's what I used to say when I did my kitchen counter thrift hauls. I haven't done a kitchen counter thrift haul in a while because I've been taking advantage of the summer sun on the windowsill in the front. I know it's dark right here where I am. I will be moving into the light in just a minute. But this place is cavernous. I don't remember the name of it. But I am in New Holland, Pennsylvania, which is not far from Ephrata, which is not far from Lancaster, or Lancaster, as I say it. Oh my gosh. Warning, there's a flickering fluorescent light overhead. Some people, it gives them headaches. Okay, I feel as though I'm in games and puzzles. I don't do much with that. There's a bunch of false graph. I didn't even do half of this room. It's so dark back there. Warehouse now open. Please walk through. Wow. Oh, that scared me. Because it's so quiet down here. Look at all the bicycles. There's the old barn door. Somebody broke the lock on the old barn door. Now, who broke that lock? Look at that. That's a Morris chair there in oak. So we're just after the turn of the century on that one. And this thing here, this stuff was popular in the 40s. That's the original upholstery. I've got pictures of my great-grandfather sitting in a chair just like that. And then I think my aunt and uncle had it for a while, because I remember this chair when I was a kid. You know how the old furniture, after he died, they got a bunch of that furniture out of that house. Yeah, that's one of those old 40s sort of rock maple. I think Cushman made a lot of that. Anybody remember that? Okay. Is a snake going to come out and get me? Probably just a bunch of spiders or something. Look at all of these chairs. Chairs. Look. Oh, I'm having a fit. I need to sit down. Anybody have a chair? This is East Lake. See all the little incised lines up here with needlepoint on the back. Okay. I know furniture isn't necessarily everybody's gig, but boy, it sure is mine. All right, let's get out of here. You can see where I'm trying to maneuver. It's very little room. All right, let's go this way. I don't even know how to get out of here. It's like I don't even know where to turn. Look at the player piano and the floor lamps. All right, everyone has an assignment. In the comment section below, I want you to suggest what should I say instead of wow. Because you're going to get tired of hearing me go, wow. Well, I'm always going to go, But how about, oh my word? You don't say, Gosh, by gum, by golly. Look at him. What do you say when there's just so much? Gee whiz. What do you say in other countries? Yeah, come on. I know I've got people watching me from all over the place. What do you say in Hawaii or in England? Or Israel? I know I was supposed to say happy birthday to a lady in Israel. I hope she's watching, and I forgot your name. Don't get mad at me. Look at this thing. What is this? Is that just something that's not old? But happy birthday to the lady who watches in Israel. And I do apologize because I was supposed to say that a long time ago, and I didn't do it. I did not have you watch as I dug through boxes and boxes of old 78s, but I'm going to bring one home with me. And this is a tune that I like. It's called When You and I Were Young, Maggie. But I don't know it by this trio on Brunswick. It usually turns up sung by John McCormick or Henry Burr on Columbia or Victor. But I don't have it on Brunswick. And it's a beautiful old tune, and it's a poignant story. I bet some of you, I tell you what, your great-grandparents knew it. When You and I Were Young, Maggie. Wait a minute. You know I want to sit down and rip off the second part of the Gladiolus Rag. You know I do. It's the only part I learned. I'm still working on it. Well, I kind of gave up for the summer. I'll go back to it in the fall. Beautiful old Gordon upright player in mahogany. It's probably operable. They've got a roll on it. I'll go ask the front desk if I can find it. I'm telling you, I don't know how to get out of here. What am I gonna do? Okay, out of all the things that I'm seeing, some of it, not so great. I just found something fantastic, and it's this right here. I recognize the paint, the style of paint, the shape of it, and it's a base to a lamp. But look, turn it upside down, and it is made in Czechoslovakia. Okay, this dates to the 1930s, and this is the base. Something sat over the top of this. Now, you've all seen those parrot lamps that are made of glass, and they usually sit down over top of a black base. I'm not sure what sat over the top of this, but it would have been something probably figural, and I'm going to have to dig around. But this, again, 1930s Czechoslovakian base to some type of a decorative lamp that would fit over the top of this. So I'm really excited about that. And it's only $6. This is a great find. Woohoo! Look at this thing. I don't know what he's supposed to be. He looks like he's seen better days. He's $12. No. Oh, it says he's an owl. Is he $12? They crossed it out. I don't know what he is. He looks mad. He's an owl in front of the fancy feast. Okay, everybody, I'm doing well. Oh my gosh, I had to turn the camera off, but I paid for stuff in the other part of the building, and now I can't wait to show you what I got. All right, I'm still in New Holland, but I've moved into an antique shop, which is right next door to the thrift store. I'll try to figure out the name of it. Look at this. I've never seen this before. Let me get the light. There we go. It says ice cream dishes, Pink Depression, wrapped up in 1995, $8 each. Have you ever seen these? Look how big these are. I mean, this is not your typical little sherbet dish from a Depression pattern. Are they ice cream dishes? Were they made for the commercial use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It says there are 11 of them. I guess maybe people have already bought. I just don't know, folks. I have never seen that. Should I buy a few? I wonder if they're really for commercial, you know, like Tea Room by Indiana was really for tea rooms, ice cream shops. I don't know. Okay, so there's a lot in here, but there is music playing, so I will turn this off until I get away from the music. Look, everybody, here is a piece of 1920s, 30s glass that you don't often find. Now, I see this, but usually the example has a crane painted on the front with reeds. This is a piece of Furlux glass made by Beaumont. And Furlux is the name that they gave to this glass that sort of looks like clam broth, as the collectors call it. It's not marked. It's never marked, but this was a quality company from, sorry, there's a lady talking, the 20s and 30s. That's neat. It's $25 and it's 15% off. I'm gonna really consider that. I'm in the store where I'm gonna have to show you. I don't know if you remember, I found about 25 pieces of Beaumont Furlux in an Art Deco plaid pattern, but I'm out here now shopping and that stuff is back in Philly. Oh yeah, I think is this what I think it is? It's got to be. Nope. Remember, I saw a tin like this. It was the 1939 World's Fair, but the lid was totally torn up. So it's colonial era imagery around the outside, but the Statue of Liberty on the front. Let's see, that's $35. Okay, so now I'm in Columbia, Pennsylvania, at the Burning Bridge Antiques, where I have been before. And I just really like, there it is. I just like that Furlux glass by Beaumont. Look at this porcelain table with the hairpin legs. Can you see it? You can't see it. Now you can see it. It's got a classical scene on it. I wish the scene was more 20s. I would jump all over it if it had flappers on it. But, you know, it's got some Greek with a tambourine and a woman dancing around in some diaphanous looking gown. It's still cool. It really is. I just wish it was more 1920s themed. But I might have to, I don't know, I just might. Okay, let's move on. Enough of that. Enough of that. Old Christmas, old Christmas. All right, not yet. Ooh, 20%. 20% off. That's deco. Wow. Clam broth and Bakelite lamp, 150. That's a little, actually this is that's a painted base there, but it certainly is butterscotch. That's a lot for just one. Wow, that's a lot for one. Look at all the bubble in sapphire. Okay.